An incredible gold heist just happened in Myanmar, and the mastermind is just one person. So Mr. Pu Chia-ching, 27 years old, actually works at a nearby local car wash in Myanmar. And the method of the heist is actually an underground tunnel. He spent 9 days digging this underground tunnel, starting from a basement of an adjacent building to the basement of the gold shop, and then digging all the way up, breaking through the floor of the gold shop, as you can see from the pictures up here. So the suspect, Mr. Pu, claimed that in a 2024 road collapse, he noticed there was a sewer near the gold shop, so he believed digging a tunnel could lead him directly to the gold shop. And that he did, and believe it or not, he spent 9 days digging the underground tunnel while still attending work for the 9 days at a local car wash. By day, he was washing cars diligently. By night, he was digging his tunnel diligently. Some context are missing here that I really wish to know. Number one, how long is this tunnel? Because one person, 9 days, with no further context of did he use any machinery or equipment, you are actually able to dig through a whole tunnel from one basement to the bottom of the gold shop and then digging and breaking the floor up. That is incredible as it is. And CCTV footage actually captured the crime occurring at 5 AM on September 28, 2025. Then police began tracking him immediately, identifying his movements through video evidence. He was finally arrested on 1st October 2025 around 9:30 AM. Now, the gold shop owner claims 4 kilograms of gold missing. That is roughly around 946,000 Singapore dollars worth. While Mr. Pu himself claims that he is unsure how much gold he stole, but he only knew the next day after the theft, or should I say heist, he sold 551 grams of gold, and that is roughly about 87,000 Singapore dollars, which most of it he kept under his wardrobe, and he only used a small portion to purchase a mobile phone. As you can see from the pictures right here, you can see 3 big bags of plastic bag, 3 containing gold jewelry and such, and the other one is just a wad of cash. Now, police investigations are underway, and they are still continuing efforts to trace the remaining stolen gold, or maybe it's really made up from that 3 big plastic bags of gold seen there. This is a horrifying story of Yoon, a South Korean influencer and actress in her 20s with over 300,000 followers on social media platforms. She loved sharing lifestyle content and often conducted live broadcasts. She was sadly found unalive in a suitcase disposed near the mountain sides. Yoon had several sponsors, big VIP sponsors, and one of them was a man in his 50s known as Che. He claims to be a CEO of an IT company and was involved in a social media marketing agency, and he posts as a big spending VIP or sponsor under the nickname Black Cat on live stream platforms. So Che approached Yoon as a business partner and also social media agent, promising to boost her following and engagement, and thus becoming her business partner. However, that partnership turned coercive, leaving Yoon with extreme stress, and she had plans to terminate that partnership. So Che was actually in severe debt, with his house actually already seized for auction. CCTV footage from the day before Yoon was unalive actually showed Che kneeling and begging Yoon for forgiveness. The next day, on September 11, 2025, Yoon ended a live stream on Yeongjong Island around 3 PM, and roughly 30 minutes later, from CCTV footage, she can be seen being pulled back into a car by force. Yoon was never seen alive again. She was found unalive via asphyxiation due to neck compression, with evidence of severe facial assault and brutality. Che dragged Yoon's body in a large suitcase from his house, made multiple detours, 8 in total, to mislead investigators, and disposed of Yoon's body hundreds of kilometers away on a mountainside in Muju County, where it was eventually discovered. Che was arrested 12 hours after Yoon's body was found. He initially denied involvement but later confessed to unaliving Yoon. Che was never what he proclaimed. He was severely in debt, and he was level 46 on the platform where Yoon frequently broadcasted. Allegedly, he spent at least 100 million Korean won to reach a level that is roughly 70,000 US dollars. So Choi was sort of leading a double life, giving Yoon the impression that he is wealthy when he was not in fact wealthy. And Yoon didn't do the due diligence and trusted Choi too easily, which sadly caused her demise. Our condolences, thoughts and prayers to Yoon, her family and her loved ones. Noise disputes are getting scarily out of hand in Singapore, it seems. This is your last story of the day, follow us for more. So, Mr. A has lived in Serangoon for over 40 years, and Mr. B, his downstairs neighbour, just moved in more than 10 years ago. Both of them, Mr. A and B, got along peacefully until about 6 years ago when Mr. B's young son cried for more than an hour and kept knocking on the door, asking to be let out. Once again, Mr. B is the downstairs neighbour. So out of concern, Mr. A went downstairs with chocolate to ask if help was needed. However, Mr. B told Mr. A, mind your own business. So Mr. A then decided to contact the authorities instead. After this minor disagreement, both households remained peaceful for several years. Until last year, October 2024, when Mr. A entered the lift and unexpectedly encountered Mr. B. Mr. B then sent regards to Mr. A by showing him his middle finger to the girl, okay, without any explanation. So Mr. A was alarmed and felt uncomfortable. So Mr. A then lodged a police report and a complaint. Around the same time, Mr. A started noticing his slippers went missing and the bicycle parked at his doorstep was released from its original park position. So, getting worried about his safety, Mr. A installed a CCTV camera outside his door to monitor the corridor area. And then that was when shocking footage showed Mr. A that pretty often, Mr. B would often come up late at nights, walking through the corridors and sometimes even standing right outside Mr. A's door. Mr. A then tried speaking to Mr. B about his behavior and Mr. B claimed that he was just checking for potential noise disturbances caused by Mr. A's unit. Fine, that explanation makes sense, right? Mr. A then told Mr. B that, Mr. A didn't make any noise and he was busy with work and rarely at home. However, Mr. B then claimed that he doesn't believe Mr. A and somehow insists that Mr. A might have installed, listen to this, a noise-making device. A noise-making device. So this ongoing misunderstanding just left Mr. A feeling more and more helpless and stressed. And stressed he was. 2 months later in December 2024, while checking CCTV recordings again, Mr. A found something even more shocking. This time showing Mr. B actually carrying a brick in his hand, going upstairs, pacing the corridor near Mr. A's unit, and then Mr. A obviously, now fearful for his safety, called the authorities, the police. In that same month, Mr. B was also seen loitering outside the flat, playing loud music and also knocking on the ceiling, prompting 3 separate police reports from Mr. A because of these disturbances. Now, during an interview, Mr. B admitted that he had indeed carried a brick upstairs, and Mr. B said that he had actually planned to smash the door with the brick, but thankfully he calmed down before acting. Thankfully, okay? Mr. B claimed the upstairs unit where Mr. A stays has constantly produced loud noises almost 24 hours a day. That's why he claimed there was a noise-making machine, affecting his sleep for 2 to 3 years, and due to these disturbances, he had to rely on medication. Now, Mr. B alleged that Mr. A made noise depending on his mood, sometimes dragging furniture, sometimes slamming furniture on the floor. Mr. B then also mentioned about the incident that started it all 6 years ago, and this time, he claimed Mr. A used a commanding tone when asking Mr. B to stop his crying child, which Mr. B believes caused this long-term resentment. Now, in May 2025, both parties were supposed to attend a CMC, Community Mediation Center session to settle the dispute. Mr. B requested a delay, so finally, on August 2025, both parties finally attended the CMC and a formal agreement was finally reached. Hopefully, this is the end of this noise dispute. With this formal agreement, number 1, Mr. A has agreed to install rubber pads under furniture legs and use mats in the bedroom to minimize sound. And Mr. B would stop hitting the ceiling and avoid walking along the corridor at night to prevent disturbances. So after the mediation, everything should have been fine. However, even though Mr. B no longer played loud music or loitered in the corridor, he now began repeatedly calling the police, claiming there was still noise from upstairs. Mr. A stated that in just over a month, Mr. B has at least made 5 police reports for so-called noise complaints. Now, although the authorities found no offences committed, the constant police visits has caused distress to Mr. A's family, especially his elderly mother, who was frightened each time officers appeared and also drew a lot of curious looks from nearby residents. Mr. B has accused Mr. A of lying, saying that right after signing the mediation agreement, he resumed making noises, and he claimed that after each police visit, Mr. A's unit would be quiet for like 1-2 hours and then noise would start all over again. One can only imagine how are we gonna settle this noise dispute between Mr. A and B. Most likely, they have to go through CMC again one more time, maybe another formal agreement, and maybe both of them learning to live with each other peacefully. If not, this has got to go to the CDRT, the Community Disputes Resolutions Tribunals, where orders made are legally binding.